All views expressed for their educational and journalistic purposes, they're not the views of the management, advertisers, nor staff of 92.1 FM. However, Visions does desire to bring a quality entertainment program which intellectually stimulates and culturally fulfills our community's needs to develop leadership and informed decision-making for our collective future. Welcome to The Village, often imitated, but never duplicated. I'm Dr. Jaylene Hood, your host and executive producer. Welcome.
Listen, life is funny because sometimes it could take years for you to realize somebody that you thought was your friend was never your friend. And little things that people was trying to tell you over the years suddenly become clear to you. You ever had somebody tell you, well, that's not your friend. And you look at them crazy like, nah, that's my man, you know what I'm saying? We grew up together. See, they knew the truth because obviously there was conversations had outside of you. We all need to learn the fact that just because people start the journey with us, they're not really there to see it to the end. Some people are there just to see what the plan is and see what the motion is. But once you start making progress, a lot of people take the back door and bail on you and try and sabotage you. It's not about the length of the friendship. It's about the strength of the friendship. Listen, life is funny because sometimes it could take years for you to realize somebody that you thought was your friend was never your friend.
This download is for the chosen ones who is fighting in this matrix. The Creator have personally selected men and women on the planet to do the work of the gods. They will be called the chosen ones, and no matter what they do, the Creator will not let them fail. I used to be confused. I thought the matrix was about battling the enemy on the front lines, until I realized that you have to conquer the enemy within yourself first. This spiritual battle isn't against flesh and blood. It's all a distraction. We are fighting against powers and principalities in high places. And when you are chosen, you will go through a rough journey in life, and you may question yourself, why me? This is because you is vibrating above the collective. You are going through a breakthrough in life and evolving too quick. You is becoming one with everything. You will have enemies and friends who are afraid of you. People in power and these gatekeepers, they know about you. You are being watched, and it's not because you is doing something wrong. You is becoming too aware to the point where they can't manipulate you anymore. When there's no manipulation, there is no control. When Neo began to go within himself and become aware of life, he started to see binary codes or angel numbers. He was able to unlock his powers and gifts. And the next thing you know, he started to manipulate the matrix. He was stopping bullets out of this download is for the chosen ones who is fighting in this matrix.
In Judaism and Christianity, you can do a whole bunch of bad stuff and say, I repent. And then you still think you're going to heaven. One day of repent, and now you're going to heaven. That don't even make no sense. That's not no law of reciprocity. So reciprocity means not only have I corrected what was wrong, but I compensated that which was bad, which I did bad, for when I was doing something wrong.
The other side of the scale is a man with a pen, the Ibisberg, keeping the record and recording this measurement, but also having the record of the life of that man so that he can see if his life actions warrants him going into what in the West we call heaven.
And it was her husband, Tehuti, the Ibis bird, that would be the wisdom and knowledge.
But Jehuti has the record of your whole consciousness step. So to have your balance doesn't mean you never did anything wrong. It means those things that you have done wrong, you show good character by correcting it.
If your heart is heavier than the feather, it's going to come down as the feather goes up.
See, in Judaism and Christianity, you can do a whole bunch of bad stuff and say, I repent.
Best way to keep a prisoner from escaping is to make sure he never knows he is in prison. In 60 seconds, you will understand how you are being held back by the Matrix. 1. Salary is the drug they give you to forget your dream. 2. School teaches you to follow rules, not break them. But only the rule breakers are the ones who succeed. 3. They don't want a nation of thinkers. They want a nation of workers. 4. You worked for 40 years, 8 hours a day. And after 40 years, you're still broke. Think about that for a second. 5. They teach you to be a good consumer, not a good producer. But in today's world, it's more important than ever to be able to create value. 6. They give you comfort through video games, movies, and shows. Comfort is a drug. Once you get used to it, it becomes addicting. Give a weak person consistent stimulation, tasty food, and cheap entertainment, and they'll throw their ambitions right at you. The best way to keep a prisoner from escaping is to make sure he never knows he is in prison.
Also do feel like there's a lot more intimacy where it comes to me and you, right? So the same could be said. It's like, okay, you don't talk to a woman on the street the way you'll talk to me sometimes, right? When you get into your modes and you want me to be quiet or do this or clean up or whatever the case may be, like you're not talking to the woman the same way. So it's like we have way more intimacy for me to be able to let my guard down and not have to be in a masked position like when I'm at work or in a corporate environment. So of course, I'm not gonna portray myself in a certain way in a corporate setting than when I get home and I can let my hair down and take my bra off and be like, babe, what the hell, you know?
Yeah, I like
the counter, ladies and gentlemen.
I like that. I'm gonna add context to what you said though, right? So you said we wouldn't just talk to a woman on the street a certain way, but we wouldn't just do certain things for the woman on the street. So when we look at it, it's more so like you could contain yourself to him because he cut you a check, but I protect your life and I take care of you. So it's like I got more leverage in this conversation than he does. So if you can contain yourself for that sentence, because they can fire you. If we locked in, then I'm like, well, damn, you care more about losing your position at work than you do about losing your man. So it's a separation because I'm not going to talk to a woman in the streets in a way where I'm asking her to do anything because that's not her role in my life. But I'm also not going to get out of my bed at 3 a.m. to make sure she's cool. My girl got undeniable protection. Like it's unlimited. So that's where it's like, well, I'm willing to go to these ends for you. And you can't even stop this for me. So I think that's where it comes.
But I also do feel like there's a lot more intimacy where it comes to me and you, right?
How many of our kids are reading books this summer? How many of our kids are going to the black bookstores this summer? How many of our kids are being taken to the public library this summer to read something? Most of them are not. They own this right here. Mm-hmm. This is destroying academic excellence in the black community. And for my black fathers out there, I know your son want to be a basketball player. I know you wanted to be a football player. But if he can't read on grade level, what is he doing in AAU? Right. If he can't count on grade level, what is he doing in the summer league? You mean you care more about your son being a good football player, a basketball player, than a productive adult? Half the black boys in America in 4th grade can't read on their grade level. Half the black boys in America in the 8th grade can't count on their grade level. But yet we pushing football. There should be no video game in your house, no cell phone in your house, and nobody should be in no summer league if they can't read and count on grade level. We got to get back to black excellence. How many of our kids are reading books this summer?
something we was gonna die and go and float away and get after we were dead by common sense. When you don't have no air conditioning in the summertime, what do we say? Man, I'm hot as hell right now. Well, look, opposite extreme, when you don't have no heat in the wintertime. Man, I'm cold as hell right now. You ain't dead. You just environment change, condition of life. You don't have no money in your pocket. You broke as hell. This what we say. You think you're gonna die and float away one day? Guess what? You crazy as hell. No. Jesus said the kingdom of God is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. See, if a person is manifesting their full athletic ability, they're in a physical heaven. But a person paralyzed from the neck down is in a physical hell. Someone that has a newborn baby is in an emotional heaven, but when someone you love dies, that's an emotional hell. If you don't know how to read or write, you're in a mental hell. But if you have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you are in a mental heaven. You didn't have to die to get these. These are two opposite extremes that exist right here, right now. It's a state of mind, state of being. It's a condition of life. We knew that heaven and hell wasn't something we was going to die and go and float away and get after we were dead by common sense.
Dating people and we're not even caring about their family. And people are saying, I don't need to know the family. I ain't marrying the family. But you marrying a pattern. Do you even know where your spouse's family come from? Did you ask your husband, how did his daddy treat his mama? I ain't even thinking. No, your husband said that his daddy was never romantic to his mom. He can't remember a time he saw his daddy give his mother any flowers. He did not talk to her. He was not intimate with her, and he just went to work. So when you tell me all you see your husband doing is going to work, that's the pattern of training he had. He's not trying to be unloving towards you. He doesn't even know this mythical man you have in your head that you're trying to make him be. He doesn't even know. He wasn't raised by that man. And you taking all this stuff personal. And you saying this man is unloving. He don't even know what you're judging him by or measuring him by. Did you take a look? You better go to that family reunion.
What's going on, family? We are back with yet another installment of Visions Now. I'm your producer for the evening, Julian. And of course, as usual, we got a good installment for you this evening. But before we get into that, we got a few announcements to go over. Starting first hold on, let me see if I can get this date right. So there's an open house on September the 5th from 12 to 2 p.m. for Jobs for Life, collaboration between Jobs for Life and Better Work Columbus. The open house is for learning job readiness skills. You get to meet real people, real employers, and resources who want to help you succeed for youth that are ready to work and, wanting to do what it takes. Again, this open house is going to be on September the 5th from 12 to 2 p.m. It's going to be at the Victory Mission. And that address is 3448 North Lumpkin Road, Columbus, Georgia. And there will also be an open house at Spirit Field Ministries. Again, that's going to be on September the 5th. If you have any questions or concerns about this open house, please call 762-441-1294. Again, that number is 762-441-1294. And so also as well, there is a back to school community resource fair happening August 10th. This will be from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the location, this will be at the Crawford Walking Trail, Highway 80 in Crawford, Alabama. So again, you got some community resources, some free school supplies, family resources, food, water, sodas, and some free school supplies for the children starting back school. Again, that's going to be August the 10th. Crawford Walking Trail, Highway 80, Crawford, Alabama, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. As well, we have the final block party for the summer hosted by Department of Health, Police Department, Parks and Rec. This last block party of the summer will be in Wilson Homes. It'll be from 1 p.m. till 3 p.m. on July the 31st. We got some more sponsors again, like the Columbus Fire Department, the Food Mill, Chattahoochee Valley Libraries. And again, this is the last one of the summer, so you want to definitely try to get out there and have a good time. Again, that's on July the 31st in Wilson Homes from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Also, as well as that, there is a Rivertown hairstyling and backpack giveaway. This is going to be on July the 27th from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. It'll be at the Rivertown School of Beauty. Registration has started on July the 17th. They're going to be, having some free hairstyles and some backpacks they'll be giving away. The address for this event is going to be 3625 Manchester Expressway. That is the Rivertown School of Beauty. There'll be basic haircuts for boys and shampoo and basic styling for girls. Again, if you need any more information about the Rivertown hairstyling and backpack giveaway, please call 706-478-7414. And finally, there is one more back to school event going on this weekend as well. It's a back to school bash organized by Slade by Tanky. This event is going to be from July 28th from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. At 1300 Whitten Road. That's right across the street from the Art Museum. It'll feature, free food, supplies, and various vendors. So definitely want to make it out there for that. And so that's all the announcements for the evening. We can go ahead and get into this video, and we'll be right back with y'all.
Good evening. Some time ago, we did a two-part series on the Black child and discussed, among other topics, psychomotor development and the effects of racism on the Black child. This evening, we return to the subject in the interest of thoroughness with Mr. Amos Wilson, author of The Developmental Psychology of the Black Child. Mr. Wilson, first this question. Why a, quote, psychology of the Black child, end quote?
Because in a sentence, we can say that psychologists that are currently available for dealing with Black children do not really meet the needs of Black children, nor Black people as a whole. Psychology, like many other disciplines, it's based upon the history and experience of a people. The psychology that's available to Black people, that is used for teaching Black people, for a whole host of things that we use psychology for in this culture, is really European psychology and is based upon the European experience. And to try to transfer that psychology to Black people, to try to explain the Black psyche in terms of a psychology that's not related to the history and experience of Black people, is really to misuse that psychology and to mislead Black people.
But aren't we all one people, aren't we?
We are to a degree, but I often use a paradox when this kind of question is asked. I say that we are different because we are so much alike. All of us are alike in that we use learning as a means of coping with our environment. And in that sense, Black people learn as white people learn, such. So we are the same in that we use the instrument of learning as a coping tool. However, what we learn is what makes our behaviors different. So then we can say in the long run, in terms of the historical experience of Black people, what have Black people learned? And looking at that learning experience, we must say then that their behavior is related to that experience. And the thing we recognize immediately is that the Black learning experience is not the European learning experience.
What do you mean there?
And I sort of like to look at it in terms of, first in terms of individual psychology. For instance, If you did a psychological profile of me, that profile would have to look into my own personal experience, my own personal history. You could not use that profile for yourself. It would not fit you. I could not explain your behavior in terms of my experience as such, because your behavior and your experience, of course, is unique. Therefore, the European experience is a unique experience. The psychology of Europeans is based on that experience, and consequently, it cannot be used for our people. We have to look in the history of African people for the psychology of African people, you see. So then the psychology is, for instance, take educational psychology. To a great extent, that psychology is built around the white middle-class child. But if you take that psychology and go into the majority of schools in our urban areas, you don't find the white middle-class child there. So you have a teacher who perhaps has been educated in terms of that psychology, running into children or having to deal with a classroom of children. And the child she's been taught to deal with is not even in the classroom to begin with. So, of course, this creates a great disparity in what she's learned, what she has, or he expects to go on in the classroom, and what actually occurs, which leads to a good deal of confusion. The other aspect of why we need a Black psychology involves the fact that Eurocentric psychology is a part of the Eurocentric and European oppressive mechanism. It is one of the major means by which the European has maintained his domination and subjugation of Black people. It is a psychology that has developed to a great extent out of the European colonial experience and still carries those roots. And as a matter of fact, even in this day and age, European psychology is used to manipulate Black people, to maintain them in a position of subjugation and so forth. So we have to develop a psychology, a Black psychology, that must countermand and counteract this kind of influence of Eurocentric psychology.
How is European psychology used to manipulate and dominate Black people?
There are any number of ways that it's used. First of all, it's used to maintain an image of Black people, both in Europeans themselves and of Black people themselves, the so-called famous inferiority complex. To a great extent, Eurocentric psychology has been used to justify basic white prejudices. So the average white person in the racist American society thinks of Blacks, let's say, as so-called innately inferior, say intellectually. Along comes then their psychology with the so-called sheen of being scientific to justify what is already a common myth. So to that extent, it supports a racist system that exists in the society. As a matter of fact, not only does it do that, it provides various number of categories and labels that are used by the layman as well as by professionals to prevent Black children in many ways from gaining positive
what are these labels?
Things. Many of the labels such as learning disabled, those labels that we hear a lot about nowadays, hyperactivity, reading disabilities, language deficiencies. As a matter of fact, to a great extent, when you are in a university or college and you go to a course that supposedly deals with the minority child, so-called, it really becomes, to a great extent, a course on labels, you say, disadvantaged children, this kind of thing, culturally deprived children. So what happens quite often, the teacher leaves that kind of course with a series of negative labels, so that when that teacher perhaps enters into a classroom, these labels are placed on the children, which lowers her expectation or his expectation about these children, and provides a ready excuse for not teaching, you see. It, in a sense, this labeling business has left the teacher free now to excuse himself or herself from really teaching, because you can immediately make an excuse. Well, this child is not learning because it's from a disadvantaged neighborhood, or it's from a deprived culture, or it may have a minimal brain damage, or it's hyperactive, and therefore, why bother?
I want to go back into your book a little bit, and we'll leave that and go to some other things. But in your book, you mentioned that many people make the mistake of looking at the black child as a white child that's painted black. Would you expound on that some, please?
Yes, that's a common mistake that we find. And in fact, it's sort of a myth that's used to justify a lot of so-called civil rights movements and integrationist movements. And it's been sort of a convenient fiction. However, sometimes it works against our own interest. And that is of seeing the black child merely as a colored child. You know, it's just a white child, except the fact that it has a little different color as such. And underneath the color, everything else is the same. But I object to that because color is not merely just a shade on the body. What your color is represents the history and experience of your people. We are the color we are because of the long evolutionary experience of Black people in Africa as a result of Black people adjusting to the African continent. It relates also to the concept of genes. You see, what our color, of course, comes from our genes, but we cannot think of genes merely as little chemical packets that color your skin and color your hair and give your body shape and forms. The genes are, in a way, a miniature abstraction of the history and experience of one's people, the cultural experience, as well as the biological experience of one's people. So then what color represents on the surface is really the history and experience of Black people. You see, so whatever biological decisions our people made, biological adjustments they made to the African continent and so forth is represented in our bodies.
Okay.
Attorney advertising, paid actor, prior results not guarantee a similar outcome. Each person's recovery depends on the facts and laws of each client's case. I keep hearing about him. The guy named is Top Dog, right? Keep hearing about him. They say you call him if you get into an accident. He'll get you top dollar. He'll get you top dollar. That's all I hear. Is it true? Can he really do what he say he do? Is it true? Heard he get it done fast. Money come quick. Be right in your bank account. Money come quick. Insurance companies scared. They don't like him. Heard he a bully. They don't like him. He get what he wants. He'll get you more. He's top dog law. Get into an accident, call the dog. Watch he bite him. You call the dog. He do this for a living. Top dollar, call the dog. TopDogLaw.com.
Welcome back to Visions Now, your sepulchre. How's everybody doing out there? Hopefully you enjoyed our opening acts. And of course here, I'm Dr. J. Aleem Hood, the host and executive producer, and we'd like to, of course, fearless engineer, and Brother Julian is here and to keep us up to date on some of the activities going on. And matter of fact, there's a little short turnaround. We want to invite you out there that are vendors of various products to get in touch with us get in touch with us like tonight, tomorrow, certainly by Saturday, because there's some things that are happening that some opportunities for vending. But you need to get with us real quick because spaces are going to be limited. So just want to let you know, this hot off the press. Also, I just want to say that we're looking forward to it for tomorrow. And any of you out there that has a teenage or older son, or you have, elderly or young, someone wants to be a mentor for some young boys. We're going to be recruiting tomorrow, doing our first leadership and basketball camp at the Elizabeth County Homes. And we're looking forward to it. If you know children over there, then of course, we plan on having some people coming through. A lot of we're certainly delighted to have, I think our brother DJ Jones is going to be there. And of course, we hope that our councilman, Travis Chambers and perhaps Councilman Byron Hickey, and as well as dear brother Ernest Balkman, who's been working with youth so long in this community, and some of the brothers from the boys from the Hill, who are veterans by and large. We looking forward to some of them being there to sign up to be mentors for these young people over there in Canada. You know, Canada has had over the years, there's a lot of brilliant people, very talented people who come out of Elizabeth County, and we're asking you to come and join the alumni for Elizabeth County alumni. And basically what I mean is that to partner with us as we try to help young people who maybe does not have the support of the Elizabeth County that you had, but you can be that support, fill that gap, so that this can be a proud period in their life where they are transforming themselves and preparing themselves for a greater life. So we're excited about it. I mean, the children there, I mean, I've been walking around there a few weeks now and getting to know them. And I mean, I just love them. I mean, they're our children. And I tell you, they just, I mean, you just got to get with them and talk to them and listen to them and smile with them and crack jokes with them. Just, that type of thing. So we hope that those of you who can find the time, especially you retirees, ain't no retiring from life. We retire from a job, but not from life. That give us a call, 706-221-4830. And we'll be there starting at 10 o'clock sharp till 3. But again, you want to come by and meet and greet and interact with the young people. We might even, if the weather permits, we might even just walk around and then talk to some of the children in the streets and things of that sort. We just want to let them know that they are important, they're valuable, and they are valuable to us. They're going to be our future teachers, our future law enforcement officers, our future physicians, our future business people. In other words, we want them to know our future government workers, our future politicians, our future mental health workers, social workers, and counselors. They are all right there in Elizabeth County. And we're saying that we want them to meet those of us who about what we say we're about. We want to go there, okay, and be a part of that. So don't give us a call, 706-221-4830. And we'd like to thank Kenny Blackman, who's going to be taking some pictures over there, and there's some other brothers as well. They're gonna be taking pictures and doing a little video type thing for us. And come on over, just have some fun and get a lot of snacks. And we're gonna teach, teaching character development. It's gonna be kind of a boys to men opportunity for them to get a chance to see some men who have gone out into life and made their spark and bringing that spark back to them, saying, "Hey, look, I can show you how to do this. I can show you how to do that." And so. And of course, some of Columbus finest will be there as well, no doubt about it. And so we're just very, very excited about it. And we have some big plans for Elizabeth County. We have some big plans for Folly Homes, for the Commons, Warren Williams. We have some big plans for them, and we're excited about it because we've got all this brain power, all this energy. So we just want to make sure that we're there with them in this journey, and we're gonna have a big book campaign. We have to get some books for these children that they can carry home, that they can keep at home, because our children must develop a relationship with books and to educate themselves about really what is going on. So we don't really know exactly how many books we're going to be able to get, but we just want to let you know that we're going to be having some reading clubs and some book clubs for our young people to make sure that, they have opportunity to enjoy themselves. And like many of us have been enjoying ourselves because we were able to learn how to write cursive. We were able to also to get involved with reading books. As you know now, I have for the last probably 10 years, the only Black-owned, African-centered, which is world-centered knowledge bookstores, and we call it a book museum because you're going to find books in our location that you're not going to find at Barnes and Noble. You're not going to find at Books A Million. I mean, we have some books like that, okay? And so just to feel the books, if you can't read, but just to feel the books is all a part of that. So we're just excited about what we're planning on doing. We'd like to thank the staff and the team over there, at Elizabeth Canty, and we'll be over there tomorrow. We're very excited about it. So I just want to let you all know that's what's on our mind, and we look forward to doing a number of things. Let's call on the line. Let's go to our lines. Yes, caller, what is your vision?
Oh yes, this is Sister Zakia.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
Fine, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm not there in Columbus right now. I'm in South Bend, Indiana.
Okay.
I won't be able to be there on Saturday with y'all at Elizabeth Kenny. But I do want to ask that you give the mayor an invitation. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening. Again, I guess what I'm saying that we have given and we will give the mayor
Yes, we will
invitations.
keep on giving the mayor an
Right.
invitation.
Yeah.
If I have to, I will call personally.
Well,
and I will
yeah.
definitely be involved.
Yeah, well, again, we like I said, we do have some representatives, from our community, Mr. Chambers, Mr. Hickey.
I understand that, but I just specifically asked about the mayor.
Right. What I'm saying is that the mayor, he's very busy these days, and so we
I'm
right
sure
now
he is.
we're trying to make sure that we see. It's like this. This kind of way our new era thinking is that we want to make sure that we're stepping up and we're being accountable. And then when we invite other people to come in and help us, then it's a little bit different. It's a better experience. But I want to make sure we have bought in, that we come here together and we take responsibility for our youth and their future. And then we can invite the mayor in, we can invite the governor in, we can invite all these other people in. But we have to do some homework first. And I guess that's what I'm saying, that we're trying to show the young people to look.
Okay,
to
I
look.
understand.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
understand.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So again, it's no problem. It's just that at this point, we're trying to circle the wagons a little bit so that our young people would know that we care about them. And then when we bring other people
Well,
in,
let me ask you
as
this
well.
right quick, please. I don't mean
Sure.
to really interrupt you, but I
No,
really want
you're
to
not
know,
interrupting
do
at
you
all.
have any way of contacting Rashida?
Rashida Ali.
Yeah, I have been calling, but I haven't been getting a response.
Okay,
Do
well,
you have any way of contacting?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I mean, of course, she's a kind of what we call station mate. She comes on. Matter of fact, she comes on just before we are on this station here, 92.1 Smooth R&B. She's on
I didn't
every
know
day.
that.
She's on
I
every day.
didn't know that.
Right. She's on every Monday through Friday. She's on. So you can reach her that way. But
Well, I
again,
had actually just started listening to you. I never used to listen to it. I'm sorry to say. But yeah,
so am
was,
I. But I'm glad you're here
counting
now.
on her to be a part of her Granny's on Guard. That was my intention.
That's right. And matter of fact,
And
there's a Facebook group you can send a message on too.
I'm not on Facebook. I got to get somebody to get me back on Facebook. So
Okay. But if you want to leave your number and your name, with our brother Julian, my engineer, then I'll pass that
okay,
on to
should I
her.
be calling another number for that?
I think he can just hold on,
Okay,
and then he can
I'll
get
do
that. But again, so
Thank
when
you.
when are you gonna get back to Columbus?
When are we leaving? I guess Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, make sure that you get in touch with us because we are part of a new this project that we're talking about is part of New Era Coalition Columbus, Georgia, and this
I
is
am very much interested in it, and I have time on my hand. Yes. I
okay.
do.
So we need you. And again, matter of fact, I can tell you right now, reading is fundamental. Project is what we want to do because our children, they spend too much time on the electronics. We want them to come to love books the way we love books. And
yes, let me share something with you right quick since you said that. So I had a friend that their grandchild was not doing very well, and so the grandchild came to Florida. He when he picked up the grandchild, brought the child to I'm sorry, I'm nervous, to Georgia because he was a vaping and not going to school, right?
Right.
And while he was in Georgia, in Columbus, he learned so much. And a part of that was the 66 books of the Bible.
Right.
He learned every last one of them. And I made a video of him.
Beautiful.
And it was just such a wonderful feeling. This made me want to do more. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And we would love to meet
Yeah.
that young man and bring him on into the network as well. Because
Well, actually, he lives here where I am in South Bend, so he won't be coming back there.
okay, all right.
But we can get some more kids.
That's right.
Really,
Whatever
very
experience he
fun.
had here, we want to bring that experience to and expose it to more young people because they all need knowing the books of the Bible.
Yeah, they can watch the video too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Well, make sure you share that. Well, you're not on Facebook, but get it to us some kind of way. I don't know. Text it to me or something.
I will when I return. You will hear from me.
Okay, praise God, and look forward to it. And I know, matter of fact, maybe you can work with our education ministry. And
Maybe I can. That's right.
Exactly. And the project, because these are things that we're going to be doing with the housing communities and after school program. Right now, see, when I was young, when we had books and we had homework. But these days, these children, they don't have books and they don't have no homework. So we're gonna give them homework. We're gonna give them weekend work. So again,
I have so many ideas along that line.
Well,
I
praise
really do. I
God
would
for
love
you.
to share them.
Okay.
Love to.
Okay. You make sure we get your number now because if I don't hear from you by Monday, I'm gonna be calling you. Okay.
I hope that I'm encouraging other women like myself because I'm 71.
Right.
And I hope that I'm encouraging them to be a part of it too, because it really brings you joy when you know you have helped the child
Exactly.
and enlightened the child and showed him, different avenues and different things in life. Let him know it's 500 different kinds of cheeses and all kinds of different
That's
kinds
right.
of rice. It's red rice, yellow rice, white rice, black rice.
Matter of fact,
it's education is just so important. just like you
Exactly.
said,
I mean,
just like you said.
Yeah. And I tell you, when I'm listening to you, I hope that you would become a regular contributor to our discussion.
Well, it's not like I really want to. It's just the Lord is leading me there.
Well, I'm saying, I told somebody this. I mean, the things that we are doing, we wish we didn't have to do. I wish we didn't have to go out here and pray that these children don't pick up guns and fight with each other and drop out. I wish it wasn't that way, but that's what it is, and so that's what we have to deal with.
Yeah, because I would love to lay in bed and get massages.
Me too. Right.
But they need us. They definitely need us.
That's what I'm
They're
saying. So
crying out, and we need to help.
that's
We really need to help.
that's the price we pay for being servants here on this earth and being blessed to have this life. That's the price we pay is service. Yes.
And I'm going to share this right quick with you, and I'm going to hang up. But I feel like crack caused a lot of this. Crack cocaine caused a lot of our problems today. And I created a club years ago, and I'm bringing it back. And I'm going to say, join the Crack FTT Club. You know what that stands for?
No, man. What does that
Crack FTT Club, creating real answers concerning kids for these times.
Well, that sounds good to me.
Yeah,
And we
Crack started this, so we can get something good.
We'll have some extended discussion. I can't say that crack started it, but I say that.
Know what I mean.
You're right. Okay.
It started. I don't really mean it started, but a lot of our problems stem from crack addicted parents.
It's certainly exacerbated.
I'm not coming down on parents. I'm just talking about the way society
is. Right. I mean, it's crack certainly traumatized our community at another level than it had been previously traumatized. I put it that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm not here to point fingers. I'm not here to
No. Truth.
No, I'm not fussing.
I'm trying to say truth. You gotta tell the truth and shame the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love solutions. I don't care about being right.
I
don't care about pointing fingers.
I'll just change your words just a little bit. I am concerned about being right. That's why I like to know the truth. So I don't.
I'm more concerned with solution, how to solve a problem.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say.
Hey, I told you so.
No.
I knew I was right all along.
No. But I tell you what. I mean, if, I would tell this. I would tell a person that if that would be necessary to be said, because sometimes we I grew up in a time that did not tell you while I was getting that whipping. Yes, ma'am, you did. I ain't gonna do it no more. So it's not what you say, but why and how you say it. So I'm just trying to say is that. But I get your point. We're not judging. We're not accusing, because we're all victims of this dynamic that we have to deal with. And so we're just saying that, hey, look, keep your mind open. This is a new era. We call it a new era of thinking. And so that new era of thinking means that if you listen to the video shortly before with the previous spokesman, and he was talking about, the problem with Black children, and we're going to have to come together as a community to help rebuild their self-esteem and their self-concept and give them a vision now for tomorrow.
Let me ask you something. Do you agree that they could at least start first with the littering, because it makes you look like you don't have no pride or self-respect when you're not concerned about littering?
Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. That's one thing we're going to be talking with the children about.
That's what I'm talking about, talking with the children.
Yes, ma'am. We're going to definitely doing that, because now we know that we're going to have to give them some incentives, and so we're just going to
incentives.
Right. So that's on our agenda. And another thing that's on our agenda is that we're going to tell them that for tomorrow. Now, after we leave tomorrow, but each time they see us, we'll expect them to say yes, sir, and no, sir, yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. No words.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
That's what I did with him too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we
manners was good when he went back.
That's
yes.
right. That's right.
Yes. Let me go, because I'll be talking forever.
Well, again, come on back home, and then let's just get it going on.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Peace be unto you.
I'm gonna stay on the line so we can get my number.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, we're gonna do that. So do we need to take a quick break and come back? Okay, and just hold on. He's gonna get the information for us. Okay, and you listen to Visions Now, your supper club. That's right. We've been loving you too long to stop now. You got some new lovers, but they don't love it like we do. We're the old school lovers. Right here, Visions Now, 92.1 Smooth R&B.
P38. Plus, the T-Bones menu is now better than ever. Steaks, pork, chicken, and seafood that will take you to another world of flavor. And every Tuesday at T-Bones, it's now Endless Tacos Tuesday. Plus, kids eat free with the purchase of one adult meal. One child per adult purchase on Tuesdays. Also, it's bingo every Tuesday with lots of prizes. So join us for a huge party featuring GP38, and the Oyster Bar opens at 5:30 this Friday at T-Bone Steakhouse and Grill.
Peaches Sports Bar and Lounge, where there's always something going on, presents the Leo Birthday Bash and Blues Show. That's Friday, July 26th. Doors open at 7 p.m. Showtime at 8:30. Come and enjoy live performances with Mr. Frazier, the Barry White of Southern Soul, and finally Regina, the Soul Snatcher. Leo's half price, $20 door admission. Security will strictly be enforced. Gotta show that ID as well. And don't forget, country boy DJ Twilight in the mix. Peaches Sports Bar and Lounge, 12 Cottington Road in Pittsburgh, where there's always something going on.
Welcome back to Visions Now Supper Club. By the way, anybody in the chat, Junior, you want to holler at?
Yes, sir. We got Tony Connor. He says, hey, cuzzo, I'm listening in. Great talk, cuz.
What's up, cuz? What's up, little cuz? Come on out tomorrow if you get a chance to. Come on out and fellowship with some of them kids over there in Elizabeth County. Show them what a G look like. No doubt about it. Who else we got on there? Okay, all right. And again, we like to. And again, I can't say enough for Morehouse School of Medicine. I mean, they've just been, tremendous with this project that we're doing. And of course, cannot say enough for our team out there with the YDC, with the leadership under Ms. Dr. Cleo Griswood. Of course, Miss Mary Mahone, who's she's just a tremendous resource, a ball of energy, and bring a lot of positivity to the process. And And we appreciate all the work that she's been putting in as well. And of course, Miss Chandra Edwards, with the Morehouse, she's always goes beyond the call of duty. And we appreciate that. And of course, we can't forget the brother Curtis Simpson, who's been officiating around town and that type of thing. And we appreciate James Moose King, who's been working with us. So of course, we can't see enough about Pastor Flakes, the leader of the Interdenominational Ministerial Alliance. And of course, many others who have been working really close with us, and of course the staff there, with Folly and Elizabeth Canny. I mean, we thank you so much, and we put in the work. We're trying to do all we can, and we also like to give a shout out to Brother Calvin, down there at Peoples, Brother Cedric Hill. And of course, he's been a bulldog in trying to make sure that our children get some resources and things of that sort. So shout out to my fam there. And again, it's just a lot of people that have stepped up and done a tremendous job and trying to move things forward with the spirit of moving them. Like I say, it ain't always easy, but the thing about it is that we still in it to win it. And winning them and winning souls for Christ. We're trying to save some souls. That's what we're talking about. And so we're really excited about that. And we'll give a shout out to Sister Tabitha, also with Cure Violence, and she does some great work over there in Elizabeth County with feeding the children and things of that sort. And there's just a lot of other people that we can't say enough about, and that you'll be hearing more and more about in the coming weeks, because we do believe in just, and they don't want it. None of us want, but we're just saying is that when you see people, just say thank you when you see people out trying to do things and trying to make the community better. And many times, making sacrifices, but if we all put in together, then we'll be able to make a lot of this better. So again, anybody you think of anybody? They say if I forget somebody in particular, blame it to my head, not my heart. Anybody come to mind, Julian? I'm gonna put it on you.
All right, yeah, it sound about like everybody. You're about to say, we'll double check.
We're not everybody, of course. We got, we do have the last week at JD Davis, they had a tremendous time over there at JD Davis, man.
Oh yeah,
that was off the chain.
Yeah.
And of course, Miss Lamona Williams was there, and of course, Miss LaShonda Thomas, and Dr. Tarver was out there, and of course, it was good to see the Divine Nine represented. They had them Q Dogs there, and had some Kappa men there. Had some Yo-Yo Woo out there, and some Masonic brothers was out there, and just it's a lot of it was good fellowship. It was raining outside, but there was a party inside. And of course, Brother Michael Soul was handling things, as he do with the music and everything. And of course, Minister Mikhail Muhammad. And we can't say enough. And Dr. Brad Ogletree, like I say, they try to make it do what it do. So of course I can't forget them, and there are many others. If I didn't call your name at this time, don't worry, I'm going to call it. I'm just excited, and I hope I can get some sleep tonight. Got to be up early in the morning, So, but again, just wanted to say that, and I guess I don't know. The last thought of the day, I guess, just want to say,
we also got some. We got some comments. Miss Candy Love says, "Good evening."
Oh, okay, great.
And Brother Tony Conner, he says, "What's going on tomorrow? Where?"
Okay, Elizabeth Canny Homes from 10 to 3. We got a leadership and basketball camp, cuz. So we're gonna be over there just trying to talk to the kids and tell them, just trying to crack some jokes with them, trying to stay out of trouble, and find out what's on their mind, and just kind of doing a little mentoring. So that's what it's all about. And Miss Candy, we certainly appreciate you, and stay in touch. Don't be no stranger out there. No, that's for sure. And also, Johnny Taylor is doing some great things. And my son, Jody Dwayne Hill. DeWan Hill out there at F&W. that boy from that hill. That wasn't no, he loved him some Carver. But Jody, you don't love Carver as much as I do, because I've been loving Carver longer than you. That's right. Him and Skeet, out there. And so again, just a lot of good people, a lot of good places, and Richard Boy, Richard Boy Hammers. You need to get in the house tomorrow too. You need to drive through there, Big Shot. You need to come on through there and be with us. Let them see what an OG look like. So again, we're gonna get ready to get on out of here. So it's how much time we got left?
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we just want to let you know that Pamoja Tusheshindaru Sasawatu Zuri mean together we will win freedom now, because we are a beautiful people. And and when we're at our best, we're definitely beautiful. And we are getting better every day. I just feel good about it. I mean, that again, it's not going to happen overnight, but again, I just feel good about the people that are showing up, and some people that I don't even know their names, but there's some very beautiful people, some elders over there in Elizabeth County. They've been stepping up and saying, "Hey, look, appreciate what y'all doing with the children," that type of thing. And so I might have to show them a few. I might have to dunk a couple of times.
Get out
them new nets got down there, try about a little bit.
Yes, sir. They look good down there too. I seen it when we went over there.
Yeah, so we're gonna. I'm gonna show them a few old school moves, and just let them know that that they got a little ways to go.
Old school still got it.
Old school still got it.
Yes, sir.
We set the standard, no doubt about it. So, in last thoughts you got there?
Just peace and blessings, and hopefully we see everybody out there at E County tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
That's right. Of course, now again, like I said, that we want to come to sign up to be a mentor. No spectators. Just you want to be a mentor. To tell them you came to sign up to be a mentor, and so don't forget about that. So and of course, if you need any air conditioning work, make sure you call Sam Brown. Make sure you call the preacher man if you need your air conditioner fixed. Lord have mercy. It's funny, but that's an inside joke there. But you need the air conditioner fixed, call Sam. He gonna hook a brother up for sure. So again, all right, so we're getting ready to get up out of here. And so much love. And of course, love make the world go around, around and round and round. Oh yeah, and by the way, Sam Mark, thanks for coming to town again with your basketball camp and everything. And so again,
summertime is over for the day.
Where's that time of day? So
we're going to close up the village.
Yeah, just for a little while.
Thank you for listening. Invite your friends to join in our
every Thursday,
meal,
7 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is our time. New Era Coalition time. Project Rebound Inc. time.
Organize. Educate.
Motivate.
Tutashinda.
Sasa. Watu Zuri.
Peace.
Soul. Power.
Love. With a little sprinkle of power.
That part. A lot of love. Good night. Hey.